Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 6th. This is Wake Up with KERA News, and I'm Andrew Garcia. We've got more rainfall and thunderstorms in the forecast today, so take an umbrella with you. A flood watch and some heavy wind gusts could make for hazardous conditions. Be on the lookout for weather alerts throughout the day. Texas researchers have found use of technology over time may lower the risk of cognitive decline. We'll hear more about that after today's news. After years of discussions, Dallas is one step closer to reducing most parking requirements across the city. During a meeting of the Economic Development Committee yesterday, city leaders agreed to compromise on the plan. The plan calls to reduce or eliminate parking requirements throughout the city, freeing up that space for more development and housing. The committee voted to recommend the City Council approve the plan. A briefing is scheduled for Wednesday. Dallas nonprofit publisher and bookstore Deep Vellum has lost a $20,000 grant from the National Endowment for the Arts. Founder Will Evans says the NEA emailed him last Friday, terminating the funding and stating it would be refocusing the funding based on the president's priorities. The email came just hours after President Trump proposed eliminating the entire agency from the federal budget. The email states Deep Vellum can appeal the decision within 7 days, but Evans says he does not plan to do so. The first generation of people widely exposed to use of computers and other forms of technology is approaching old age. That prompted researchers from UT Austin and Baylor to look into a theory that overindulgence of technology weakens cognitive abilities over time. They found just the opposite, though. Use of technology over time lowered the risk of cognitive decline by 42%. Neurologist Dr. Donna Newsom with Texas Health Plano told KERA Sam Baker the results make sense.
TV, you can be a couch potato. That is technology, but a couch potato is not really going to help your brain develop. Whereas technology in the digital world, the email, internet, computers, smartphones, you are actually using your brain to learn something new. Because if you think about it, every 3 to 6 months, technology in these type of areas is always changing. So you have to learn or use your brain in different ways and remap things every single time, learn things every time you use it every 3 to 6 months, if you're keeping up with your smartphone and things of that nature. That makes the brain work. It's exercising the brain, using those brain cells and those neurons to say, hey, let's do something new.
Well, I guess maybe the same thing as physical exercise. If you stay engaged with technology, it keeps your brain active.
A healthy brain, you have to exercise anyway your body. You have to exercise your body. You need to sleep well, at least 7 to 9 hours for adults. Eat well. We know what we're supposed to eat, fish and chicken, vegetables and fruits. We know what we're supposed to do. The same thing with the brain. You have to keep the brain active. I talk to my family all the time, particularly my sister. We all think about retiring one day. Yes, retiring is great, but you don't want to stop. Retirement shouldn't mean I just sit back and do nothing for, the next 10 years after retirement. You still need to engage in maybe something different to keep that brain active. Otherwise, you can increase your risk of developing cognitive impairment.
And yet there are so many people out there who I suspect believe that we spend too much time on or with technology and that's not good.
Well, there's good technology and what I would call, I don't know if I say bad technology, but not as useful technology. Social media is good for the brain in the sense it helps you with social contact, which decreases your risk of developing dementia, because people who do not have as much social contact actually increase the risk of having dementia.
Isolation is a bad thing.
Isolation is a bad thing. So social media is technology. Too much of something is always going to be bad for you. If you have too much, one type of activity, one type of anything is going to be bad for the body and the brain. They don't know how much technology is considered really bad. But if you're on social media all day long, and you're just looking at the same type of YouTube video or TikTok video or someone's posts all the time, that's not going to stimulate your brain as if you're interacting with different type of things of technology. How I interpret it is technology that helps the brain is technology from different aspects of technology, not just one thing. You got to diversify basically what you're doing out there with technology.
Is there such a thing as too much technology use, considering it's hard to work anywhere without having to engage
Technology.
with technology? It's in everything you do, and not to mention, as anybody can probably see, how many people are engaged on those cell phones all day,
Yes,
every chance they get.
I would think there is such a thing as too much in the sense that if it takes you away from interacting with actual other human beings. And I know there are many people who are actually in a work environment that they are on their computer literally all day long, looking at a computer screen, sitting down all day long, and never really communicate with a human being. That to me would be too much technology. You need to actually interact with face-to-face people as well. Technology is great, particularly when it works well for you and it helps you in your life and your lifestyle and promotes the things that makes life better for you. But you don't want to take away life itself, because that still is probably the best thing to help your brain when it comes to developing dementia. You still need to interact with other people.
That was KERA's Sam Bekah speaking with Dr. Donna Newsom of Texas Health Plano. The Rangers are away taking on the Boston Red Sox this week. The team announced yesterday that it hired former All-Star Brett Boone as a hitting coach. He'll be joining the team tonight in Boston. There's still time to get your tickets to the Jelly Roll and Friends concert tonight benefiting ACM Lifting Lives. Find more info and some other fun things to do by going to our Go See DFW calendar at kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get some good morning vibes from our colleague, Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We're at KERATX. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.